welcome back to my channel. I am Heather the Confetti Stitcher. It is Tuesday, April 4th. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and if you saw my last video, you'll see that my grandmother-in-law passed away a couple of days ago, and so stuff has been in kind of some turmoil. It's spring break this week for me. I'm a teacher, and so my week of stitching plans have gone out the window. That's fine. We have the funeral tomorrow and it's at 1. So I'm not expecting to have any progress tomorrow. I'm going to try to stitch today. We'll see how that goes. I do have, it's already 11 and I have some, cleaning and stuff to take care of. But like I said, we'll see. So if you're new, welcome. If you've been here a while, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoy these vlog style type videos. We are starting hopefully today on my son's stocking, his Christmas stocking. And if you saw my last video, I finished up the bottom third. And so I have it all loaded up on here and ready to go, and everything is done except for this top third, so we're gonna work on that. Maybe some diamond painting, maybe some actual painting. I've been meaning to get these figures painted so I can get them off of my table because they've been here basically since Christmas clearance, and we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to do some beauty stuff, it's been neglected, like basically just doing my nails and stuff, but I was able to wash my hair this morning, so that's a step in the right direction. Yeah, just trying to take care of a lot of things that have been neglected, so we'll see how that goes with stitchy time. I'm going to spend the morning making some lunch. Since it's already 11, I'm hungry. All I have had for breakfast is coffee. And while I'm eating, I'm gonna try to go through, if you can hear the kitty, she's hungry too, so I'm gonna go feed her. If you can hear, and then while I'm eating, I'm hoping to work on finishing out my planning and admin duties or team leader duties, I should say, for a stitching adventure game, and get my April stuff set up for magical stitches. Sorry. So I'm gonna do all that, and then we'll see how long that takes us. I have to finish my baby's baby book. Once those pictures come in, they're on the way. They haven't come in yet, but at least they're ordered, so that's good. And so yeah, this week is just basically going to be chaos. I will check in if I get progress. Basically the next time you'll see me, I'll have progress, but as to what day that will be, I make no promises. And yeah, so lots of talking. Hopefully we'll have lots of stitching. We'll see. But my mother-in-law didn't come over last night, so I think she's settled in her house. I'm gonna not overload the bed. I shouldn't be doing that anyway, but usually I have a lot of stuff behind me. So far it's just a little bit of my stitchy stuff that I need to clear off some more of my desk first before that comes back, but I'm gonna try to keep that just in case she needs it. I don't wanna, have to take a bunch of stuff off, so that's my goal for today. Yeah, I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. If not, I will see you in a couple of days and have something good to show you. I will see you then. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday, April 6th. It is 9:30 in the morning, and I didn't do any stitching yesterday because we had the funeral, and we also had the first day of Passover. So basically what's going to happen is I'm using today, sorry, I just moisturized and so my face is really shiny. Use today to do whatever I want. I did a couple chores, that's why it's a little later. That's fine. It's trash day, so I had to do it today. Otherwise, I would have waited. But basically, I still haven't updated my planner, so that's probably going to have to happen today as well. Because baby boy is home tomorrow because it's Good Friday. His daycare is closed. Saturday, we usually end up going out and doing something. Sunday is my birthday and Easter, but that's also the day we're having the wake for the funeral. So yeah, probably not any stitching that day. And then the week after, I have to do some, it was supposed to be the week after, or the 2 weeks after, my husband was supposed to take off work and do some stuff around the house, but now he has a big project and having to take off for the funeral and stuff. He has decided not to do that anymore. And so basically next week, I'm kind of getting back after spring break, tying up some loose ends, and then the 2 weeks after that is testing. The first week of testing is virtual for me, and so that means that I basically have to stay in here all day and have my computer open and ready, but I don't actually have to do anything other than like approve some tests and just keep an eye on kids to make sure they're not cheating. So I'm hoping to get some good stitching time in that week. It's all up in the air. But the week after that is in-person testing, and I'm on that team, so I'm going to be there all day for the whole week pretty much. So not a lot of stitching will get done then. But since it is spring break and this is my only day really that I'm by myself, I'm doing what I want today. I'm kind of treating it as my birthday / I can't even get a birthday cake because it's Passover, so I'd be the only one eating it because you can't eat carbs on, or you can't eat mostly bread, or like cookies and stuff that have anything that rises basically, so anything that's baked for the most part. So unless I want a matzah cake, I can't really have a birthday cake. So, and since the week is that day anyway, it's not really going to be a celebration. So I'm kind of treating today as my birthday. I have some ice cream in the freezer that I had bought the other day just in case, because I'd forgotten that it was still Passover. And even though I was planning on getting an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen, that layer in the middle is like crumbs, and so it can't be eaten. So I'm going to get a cake on Wednesday when Passover is over, and then I will celebrate my birthday again. But today is my day to celebrate my birthday and have the day off and do nothing except whatever I want. So I'm going to stitch. I'm going to diamond paint. I might do a little painting on those figures. I haven't touched them yet, but maybe I'll put in a color or two, because once those are done, then I don't have to do them anymore. So that way it kind of gets them out of the way. And yeah, so like I said, it's 9:30. I have the full day up until 3 because I have to go, well, 2:50 because that's when I leave to pick up my son from daycare. We're either so my mother-in-law is gonna come over tomorrow to help, but usually when she comes over to help, we just kind of leave her with the baby. And I mean, obviously we usually like get her lunch and stuff, but we kind of let her take care of him and do our own thing. But I'm going to be a little more, obviously, since it was her mom that passed away, a little more sensitive, obviously, help her out a little bit. So we might dye Easter eggs tomorrow or Saturday, because I did buy those. I'm the only one that celebrates Easter in the family, so we'll see how that goes. He's also into everything, baby boy is, so I think I might just strip him down to his diaper and we'll dye the eggs outside so I'm not cleaning up a huge mess. And he loves being outside anyway. So yeah, basically just all that to say there's a lot up in the air right now. There is lots of plans that have gone by the wayside. I will say that the service was very nice. I really like how, it was my first Jewish funeral, and I really like how they go about doing things. So it was basically everyone just got together in a circle, and you know, there was a little bit of prayer, but it was mostly just talking of like telling stories. And I guess that's what the week is going to be like as well. They call it a Shiva, I think, or Shiva, I think it's Shiva. And so from my understanding, it's just basically like a week where you just kind of get together and just be with family and talk about the deceased and tell stories and all that. So it should be pretty nice. And yeah, so here's my progress. For Monday, I put in a whole 160 10 stitches. But this color is, I was going to say it's one of the darker colors. I think there's only 3 dark colors on this. Let me check. Yeah, so I guess, so this is the lightest of the dark colors. But it's also, there's a lot of it. It is a 4-strand 10 stitch. So basically it's going to, it's in the trees right here. Starting at this next line above these ones, it starts to become a lot denser. And then it goes around the moon a little bit, and then it fills in a lot of this side above Santa. So I was debating how I wanted to do it. I think I'm just going to stick with it and stitch this all the way through until it's done. I was debating putting in like a length, then doing the next color to the right, doing that a length, and just continuing to do that. But I think I'm just gonna continue with this all the way through, and then I'll just cross country the entire, well, I mean, I might change my mind when I get to it, but when I get to his sleeve and his hat, those reds are also up in the top. Where his name goes. So I was gonna say I'll probably do his arm and his hat and then save the top for last, but who knows, when I get to the red, I might just, because I'll have the top by that point, I think. Let's see. Yep, because all 3 of the dark colors are in this set of trees right here. So I will reach the very top. And so I won't have to like count a bunch. So maybe I'll do the red then, who knows? Heck, by that point, maybe the whole blue will be done anyway, and all I have left is the red. Well, and then its face, but anyway, that's a lot of talking for 160 stitches. Sorry, this vlog is already starting off pretty rambly, but life happens. If I do diamond paint today, here is my starting point on it. So what we'd be doing, you can see the pattern, but if you can stitch from that, go for it. So we only have these 2 colors in, or 3 colors in, so that'll be our starting point. Luckily, I think this yellow is the most of a color, and it's already done, so we'll see how that goes, and I will hopefully check in with you tomorrow. I'll try to get in. I just ran out of time to film yesterday, what with preparations and all that. So we'll see how that goes, and I will hopefully see you then. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about the picture quality. It's not gonna work. It is Friday, April 7th. It's 12:20 in the afternoon. I'm talking low because baby boy is asleep because he's home for the day. And I put in please. Did I write that down? Yeah, I put in like 600 stitches yesterday, I think. Basically enough to finish out the log that I was stitching for Stitching Adventure Game. So here is that. You can see now really well the outlines of the trees. and we're going to, there's just a little bit left up here. So we're going to finish out that bit, and then it comes down here again, and then we'll work our way up with this color. So it is hard to stitch with because it's 4 strands in the needle, so it's kind of a pain, but I'm hoping to be able to stitch today, even though I'm home. My husband is working, so we're going to do what we can. We're going to dye some Easter eggs, and I still need to, I did finish out all of my yearly tasks, or not finished, but caught up with all my yearly tasks and set up my planner for next week. So all we have left is my like wall planner. So I'm going to try to do that today. And I think I'm going to stitch for another log. So, but I have to, actually I might do that. We'll see. I have to stitch for, I'm not going to be able to stitch a lot, and those are pretty hefty. So I think I'm going to end up maybe taking a break from stitching. We will see. I still have to put together my video for last week, because I have to do I didn't do any diamond painting or anything because that took forever. But I have to finish out or get set up for my status effects that are going to come into play. And this will put me at a good place to start those, I think. So I think I might diamond paint. But either way, I'll do something crafty and check in with you hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Saturday, April 8th. It's noon. Baby boy just went down for a nap. So I'm going to do some more diamond painting. I put in, I think just under like 400 yesterday. I realize I'm a mess. Put on 400 diamonds-ish yesterday. I don't think I will get more than that, but we'll see. But we basically put in a lot of the, trying to think what you call it, the black parts of the stained glass, but not actual black yet. So here is where we're at. We got all that orange is new, a lot of those darker spots, and a little bit up there as well. So we're currently working on this like peach color right here. So we're going to continue working on this today until he wakes up, and then we're going to go dye some Easter eggs, and yeah, so I will check in with you all hopefully tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Sunday, April 9th. It is Easter. It is my birthday. Baby is sleeping, so we're going to be quiet again. And I have the wake to go to later, so I'm basically going to, I put in over, I don't remember exactly how many, but over 1,000 diamonds yesterday. So we're going to finish that today, and here is where we're at. So we basically put in everything except for this last color, and I saved this one for last because it's a lot, and this way I can just fill in. And we have officially reached the halfway point, which was somewhere up here. And it's looking good. So I will hopefully get that done today and check in with you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Monday, April 10th. It is almost 11 o'clock in the morning, and I did get some crafting done yesterday. I finished the diamond painting page as well as a tiny bit of stitching. Nothing very exciting. But I also got in my coloring cotton monthly order. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Usually I open the package, but I forgot. So we are getting the April Club, and these are really pretty. So I get the all colors. I'm thinking about stopping this, but we'll see. So my favorite of the batch is the Bluegrass, which is a teal-ish. Reggae, which is this really pretty sea green. Fortissimo, which is, it's more of a, it's a little bit darker in person. It's more of like a brownish orange than like burnt orange, like sienna. Soprano, which is this really pretty golden brown. And Ragtime, which is this pretty cream. It's like a tannish cream. It's actually pretty true. The progress I got on my stitching was I just finished that last little bit up top there. And this will be going for my status effects. And then my diamond painting was like 414 stitches. It looks like a wave right here, but it's not. But it's looking really good. This bit right over here is another one of these circle doohickeys, and then we get to diamond paint his crotch. So there's a lot of white in that one in the next bit. So yeah, it's basically just his legs and the bottom of his tailcoat, I think. Actually, we might not even get a lot of the coat. We'll get the bottom of his hand though, or his arm. And yeah, I think it's looking really good. So that's all I have for you today, and I will hopefully have something to show you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday, April 11th. It's 11:45 in the morning, and I got my hair cut yesterday. My stylist was able to get me in last minute because it was getting ridiculous. So, feeling much better and lighter, which was needed. So I put in like 140 full stitches, well, 280-ish 10 stitches, which count for 140-ish full on my stocking. If we can finish out this color today, that would be amazing, but we'll see how that goes. I have basically all of this part done. I have to do over here, which is a fair bit, but today's our first day back to work after the break. So I'm waiting. I have a meeting supposed to be at 1, and I have a few people I'm waiting on to contact me back about stuff so that I can take care of that stuff. Random piece of fluff that flew by. So I'm going to stitch kind of in between doing that, but I have to make a list of things that I have to get accomplished this week. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forget all throughout the week, or like over breaks, what I accomplished and what I haven't. So I need to go through and look, you know, to see what I've uploaded, what I still need to, things like that, and then send out all of my testing information for next week. And yeah, so gonna be fairly busy. Hopefully I can get some stitching in. I really want to finish this color because it ends up being like the midpoint basically of like between kind of this whole upper portion, which I think it ends up here somewhere. So I think I have it all on the frame. Yeah, I'm looking at it now and there is quite a bit, because it's going to go, it basically is going to frame Santa's head, and then it goes up quite a bit too, because the moon is right around here, the lantern is right around here, so it's kind of filling in that space in between, but then it broadens out as it gets away from the light source. So we'll see how that goes. But then I'll be glad to not do that color anymore, because it's 4 strands and it's kind of a pain, literally. So figuratively, it's not too bad, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to share with you guys today. I will hopefully check in with you tomorrow with some good progress. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday, April 12th. I think I finally get to celebrate my birthday today. I have to double check that, but it is 10:49 in the morning, so I have a meeting in 10 minutes, but I wanted to show you my progress, which is I put in a length of thread, which is 225 tent stitches, which is 112 full stitches that count. And I think what's going to happen, so I have like, if you go down here and here around another set of trees, this is the end of, or like this is the top of that tree. So my next floss will go all the way across. And so I think I'm going to work up doing these long stitches and then come back down and do those two. I thought about doing these first, but I think this will be more beneficial. I don't really have any reason for thinking that, but that's what I want to do, so I'm going to do it. So that's all I have to show you guys. Not a ton of progress, just trying to catch back up with work. I have 2 meetings today, so I don't think I will get a ton of progress today. I'm going to try to get at least 1 more length put in. My meeting today won't be as long as it was yesterday because it's only 1 student instead of 3. So we'll see how that goes. And my meeting tonight, I say tonight, it's like at 3:30, but it should be super quick. So anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope to see you tomorrow with some progress, but we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday, April 13th. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning. I got close, but I didn't totally finish the color. I didn't count up how many stitches because I think I only have like 50 left maybe. So I'm just going to wait and count it all up when I'm done. But we have a little bit left down here. Got to come up and that's it. I just basically finished out that length and then I had to go pick up my son from daycare. So that's where we're at. So we're definitely going to finish that today. And then we'll start the next color to the right of this current color. Hopefully it's not a blend. I don't think it is, but I believe it's one of the other sky colors. So it should be pretty quick, I think, because this color was the most sky color, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're going to hopefully get that done today. I think I put in about 400 tent stitches, so we'll see what happens when I count all those up. But yeah, we're just plugging on and I will see you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Friday the 14th of April. It is 9:15 in the morning and I did count up the dark blue after I finished it, and I actually had 670 tent stitches. And then I put in the next color, which is this lighter color, it goes around the moon over here, the lantern, and then fills in a little bit of the trees. And that was 257 of those. And then I started on this darker or middle blue, which will reach not the top of the stocking, but like this right before the like fold over of the stocking. So we got all these trees filled in. This part is totally filled in. And now like all of these trees are done with that color. And so basically we finished up this side. We're working our way up to the top, and then we're gonna come over here and go around the bottom. But these are like the long rows. So I counted basically up until here, I think. So, and that was 457 so far. So we still have some counting for that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys for right now. I will check in with you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Saturday, April 15th. It is 11:30. And yesterday I put in, I think about 550 half stitches. So we finished out all of this blue, which I didn't think we would, but, and then we started the next blue, which will fill in all of this over here, but we just did some of the trees so far. But then after that, it should be pretty quick, I think. Baby boy is sleeping and he is sick right now, so we'll be as quiet as we can. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but he's coughing. And then we are basically just cleaning the house all weekend, so you probably won't see much progress, but I'm okay with that. So I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, but if not, I will see you on Monday. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday, April 16th. It is 11:30 in the morning and baby boy is down for a nap. It's a nice day, so the windows are open and oh, she's up there now. We had opened the window for sticking a little kitty cat, but now she's not using it, so I put in, did I not count? Yes, I did. I think I put in 403 10 stitches yesterday, but I also think I forgot to write down how many I did. Because I thought I said that the day before. I'm gonna have to count again, I think. But basically, no, I did write that down. I am misremembering things. So basically, we did all of the trees are done with that color. This bit in here is done. And we're now starting up here. So all of this is going to get filled in, except for the spot around the moon and the moon itself. So I did a lot more than I thought I would yesterday, but you can see we have the outline of Santa's hand and then his head. Then I think what I'm going to do, technically the next color should be this one down here, but I'm going to finish up the trees first, but then still do color completion. So that is exciting. We'll see how much I can actually get put in filling in that sky. Since it is filling in, it should be fairly easy, but we will see. And I'll check in with you tomorrow and show you where I'm at. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday, April 18th. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. Baby boy had a bad day yesterday. He ended up with a really high fever, so we took him into the ER. No COVID, no flu. All they could find was an ear infection. I have no idea. But so he's home again today. I am testing right now, so I'm kind of glued to my computer. We'll see how it goes. So I didn't do any stitching yesterday, but the day before I put in 400, no, sorry. That was the day I already told you about. Yesterday I didn't count how many stitches I put in, but I did put in quite a few. And here is where we are. So we basically filled in almost up to the top in this section over here. I'm going to count those up and then add them to my planner. And then I don't know if I'm going to get any progress today because of him being home and working while I'm testing. But we'll see. If I do, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will hopefully see you the day after. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday, April 19th. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Baby boy is still home. He is currently sleeping. I think he's getting better. His fever's, I think, pretty much gone, but now we're dealing with the cough. And I counted most of my stitches. I didn't count the last set that I did, so I think I did about 510 stitches. And so we are currently right here about to finish up this bottom bit, which we'll see if I can do that, but I'm still testing today. And so we'll see what else I can get done, but I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday, April 20th. It is almost noon. Baby is down for a nap. My mother-in-law should be over before he wakes up with lunch. Husband is home. He's not really helping, but that's fine. He's on a big deadline for work, so testing is still happening, so that's still going on. Still sick. Today is one of the worst days it's been, so that's why I look like a hot mess disaster. And my planner is in the other room, but I've put in, I was gonna say I can look at my stats on my phone, but I'm filming, so no, I can't. I think I put in like 510 stitches, I think. I'm really proud of where I'm at. My app says I'm at 88%, but I finished up all of that blue, and then I also finished up the next color of blue that's in here and around the moon, and that's also in here. So this next color is this dark blend, and it's gonna fill in the rest of the trees. So I'm gonna get that done today. Then my progress is going to slow because I think almost everything else is full stitches. But I'm really I'm really happy and really liking at the same time. I'm really liking how it's turning out, and I'm really happy with my progress. So I'm really curious to see this darker color as it goes in to fill in these trees and give them a lot more definition, but I also like that you can totally see Santa's outline. So I'm basically going to do this color and then this color of blue, and then I think I'm gonna just work my way over. So the colors of the lantern, that's pretty confetti heavy area, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think it's looking really good. There's actually 2 more colors up here in the moon, but I'm pretty sure they're both in, actually I know they're both in Santa's beard, and I think the lantern itself. But anyway, loving how that is looking, and I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Friday, April 21st. It is noon. I put in like 610 stitches yesterday, and we got the trees done and the glow almost done. There's some white stitches that have to go in there, but and then we got a little bit of his face over here. Well, beard, but yeah, it's looking good. And I'm still testing today. I'm still sick. Baby is home, even though he probably would have been fine to go in, but whatever, it's fine. But he's sleeping, that's why I'm being quiet. So I'm going to do what I can and check in with you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Saturday, April 22nd. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. Baby boy is taking a late nap because we went to the zoo earlier. I put in 358 regular stitches and 37 10 stitches yesterday. So we finished the lantern all the way. His beard is mostly done. Excuse me. Mostly done. And these random coughs caused me to you can see it more here. That's interesting. You like really can't see it in person, but you can see it on the camera. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it on the side. I hope it comes out when I wash it, but you see these spots? That was me coughing chocolate all over. But yeah, it shows up more on there. You really can't see it straight on. But yeah, it took me a while to get all that out. And it was like big things of it too, so yep, just thought I turned my head enough to cough because it was randomly out of nowhere. The water helps, but not a ton. But yeah, still sick. Trying to get over it. We'll see how that works. And I did get, so actually, I gotta move you for a second. I just got back from Michael's because I had to go pick up some stuff for school, and they had their kits on clearance, so I picked up beach chairs because I really love the colors, and it was only 10 bucks. Normally it was 35. So yeah, I figured why not. And I think that's all I got, so I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday, April 23rd. It is noon. Baby boy is down for a nap, so I will get a little stitching in. I didn't count out my stitches yesterday because I had to basically like leave halfway through stitching. But I put in all of this red around here, all the red in his, well, not all the red, all of the red you're seeing is new, but there's obviously more reds to go in. The red in his glove, and then this is the same color as the lighter color in here, so this is just under the top of the stocking, so this, I had to stop halfway through, so I'm gonna finish that up. There's 2 more rows of that color along the top, and then once I'm done with those, I will count them up and add them to my planner. So hopefully I can get that done, but I will come back to you tomorrow and show you where we're at. Hey guys, welcome back. We have a ghostly aura going on today. Just kidding, it's this, the humidifier.
but because I am still sick, of course. But I did put in 183 stitches 2 days ago, since I hadn't counted those up yet. And then I did 355 stitches yesterday. So basically we finished up that color on the top. Well, and I guess that color in total. And so we're going to work on the next color of red that's in the glove and follow it through the rest of the piece. And I think there's one more color in the glove, but basically we're going to work on all the reds. Then we're going to work on the whites of his like hat and his beard and his cuff on his sleeve. And then all we're going to have left really is his face. So basically we're just going to get everything done except for the face last. So I'm going to work on that and then check in with y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday, April 27th. I have the humidifier on, basically just to empty it out. I still do have a cough though, so it is helping. It is 9:19 in the morning and I have started testing for the day. I have to leave for a celebratory, we're done with in-person testing lunch with the testing team. So I haven't been back in a couple of days, basically because of testing. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. I'm lugging these heavy computer tubs around and walking around, proctoring and all that stuff. So basically I would just get home exhausted. So didn't do any stitching. I did a little bit on Sunday. Is that the 24th? Don't know. I'm gonna go with yes. But I don't remember what I had finished last time, but I finished up the top portion. So all of that, and then I finished up the next color in his sleeve, but it's gonna come on this bottom portion as well. So I'm gonna work on that now. We'll see how much I can get done. But yeah, there's not a ton left. So we'll see when I'm able to finish this, but sorry, there's a hair on the back and it's driving me nuts. Yeah, I'll have to pull it out later as I keep trying. Nope, can't get a good grip on it. Anyway, so here's where we're at. We'll see how much we can put in. Now that I'm looking at it from the side, I can kind of see the chocolate stains a little bit, but I'm hoping once I wash the whole thing, those will come out. But yeah, so that's all I have to share with you guys for today. I will check in with you hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Friday, April 28th. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm still testing, and I'm basically just finishing out the humidifier. Just the water that's left in it to see if I can help this cough a little bit more, but I didn't even count my stitches, but I didn't do many, that's for sure. The only thing I was able to do was get that row finished and then start the next one. So I'm gonna try to finish that color today. We'll see how it goes. And then just do the next red and continue on. I got a new mousse, so seeing how my hair is gonna end up after it air dries. But yeah, so that's all I have to share with you guys. No, it's not. Actually, I did get, I don't know if I can bring it up or not, because I don't know if I have it in my mail or not. Sorry, it's the last day for people to place orders at work, and they're all waiting till the last minute. Let me see if I can search for it. So I bought, geez, how many?
2 new patterns, I think. Maybe. The first one I bought is the see if I can find them real quick. Nope, that's not it. That's from back in 2001. Or 2021. I bought the, I think it's, no, it was a Tiny Modernist. The 80s movie Stitch Along that's on Etsy. It's on my phone, and I'm filming on my phone. That's why I was trying to bring it up on my iPad, but it's not in there. So I bought that. I bought the 2021, I forget if I told you this or not. I bought this one a while ago. No, why am I saying 21? 2023 Stitch Along, yearly Stitch Along, which is already released. It's not the full year, but it's already released a few of the months of the Make Today Magical pattern, which is taking forever to load. So this all that's been released so far. But I just kept looking at it. I had it saved for a while. It is a bit expensive, but I just kept looking at it. I'm probably going to change the colors. I'm not really a fan of yellows and browns. So I'm going to use my Color and Cotton threads that I've been building up over the years. Because I think I've had it now for 2 years, maybe. You can tell I never use my iPad for anything other than YouTube pretty much, because it still has the Jingle Ball stuff from last year in my... yeah. And then... So, no, sorry. So that was the Tiny Modernist that I bought. I bought the 80s pattern from Atomic Tiki Pins on Etsy, which I will bring up if... Yeah, I'd have to go to... basically all that's been released so far is the middle part that says like 80s movies, and it's all done in like 80s neon, but I can't find it in my email, and I don't want to like try to log into Etsy and all that. So I bought that. I will try to show it at a later date once I get it like uploaded and all that. I usually wait because I'm not planning on starting these right away. I wait until the last piece has been released, so I'm not just downloading the same pattern over and over and over again. And then from the Starlight Stitchery, I pre-ordered the 2023 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, which they say will be shipped, I think it said July. I think they said they get it like July, they're planning on getting it like July 24th, I think is what they said. And then they'll ship it out right after they get them. So I don't know if I've ever ordered from Starlight Stitchery before. I know I've had it like saved, but yeah, so those are the 3 new patterns I think that I bought. I think that's all I bought. And I just got an email saying that Starlight Stitchery is releasing a Pirate Stitch box. And I might have to look at it. And then I bought some needle minders, but those haven't come yet, so I will show those when I get them. It's been a long time since I've got needle minders, and there was a sale going on, but I totally forget which group it was on Facebook. So, sorry, kind of sucking with information today, but after being sick and then having testing right after and still doing testing, which I'm doing right now, my brain is basically kaput. and my cat is starving. So I'm gonna go feed her, and I will check in with you all tomorrow with hopefully some good progress. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Saturday, April 29th. It's 11:40. Just put baby boy down for a nap, so I will get some progress, I'm hoping. I put in, how many? 400, about 500 stitches yesterday. So we finished up all of the red in the whole piece. There are a few more rows that go in the top, which I kind of dread doing those, but those ones are yellow. But right now we're going to work on his sleeves. Well, okay, we're all done with the red except for his name. But yes, we're going to work on the sleeves and hit the puffball on his hat and just work through those. Then we'll do, I think what I'm planning on doing is doing those, then doing the face, and then finishing out the top. But there's backstitch that goes in the top as well, so backstitch will be last. But it's looking good, and I will check in with you all later. I don't think I have anything to show you, so nice short clip today. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday, April 30th. It is noon. I'm hoping to get some stitching in today. We're gonna go watch the Super Mario movie at 2. So we'll see. But I did put in some stitches yesterday that I didn't count because I had to end really quickly and go help with the baby who is hopefully napping. But I put in 2 colors on his sleeve and a color and a bit on his hat. So hopefully I can at least finish up this color. And then there's 1 more that will go in his sleeve and 2 more in his hat. Right, yeah. One of which is one of the blues that are in here, I think. No. One of the blues in the trees. That I didn't realize was in the hat as well, so. Color completed to the best of my ability. But that is all we've done so far and all I have to share, so I will check in with you tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Monday, May 1st. It is 9:30 in the morning. I'm still testing. Yeah, baby had a rough night last night. Basically woke up at 4 and didn't go back to sleep until like 5:30. So I am feeling it this morning for sure. So yeah. I didn't get a lot of progress yesterday. I only put in 2 colors, and I say that because one of those colors was left over. So I did the rest of that darker gray, and then I put in the half stitches of the blue, which are all down here. I'm going to try to finish all the cross stitches today. I'm going to try to get the back stitches done this week. I'm going to try to have a finished stocking this week. Whether it'll happen or not, I don't know, but there's not a lot left. That being said, there is still all the yellow that has to go across. I'm looking at the pattern over here. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry, there we go. And my student is done. I only have 1 more student that I can't get hold of that needs to test. But yeah, at least the majority is done. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to do my best to do all the cross stitches today. I have some work I have to do that's not testing related, that I have to get done today. Well, I don't have to, but I should. have been putting off work kind of to try to get this stocking done. But since it is May, the stocking is going to get done so that I can have the new start, because May is all about craziness and starts and projects. So I'm going to have a new start, which will be my other stocking for my husband. I will have hopefully be able to work on more than just that project. We will see how that goes, because I would like to work on Sleepy Hollow some more. So, but that's going to depend on where we're like. May is also, because I'm a teacher, crazy end of the year stuff. Our last day of school is June 3rd. So yeah, we have to figure all that out. So I think for the most part, because testing is done, we have graduation, but other than that, like we still have like our end of year meetings and all that. We have like an end of the year park day that we have for teachers, like a celebratory thing. So I think the hard part of the year is over. I have one last order I need to approve, but I can't do that yet until some of their funds get released from the previous order. But other than that, my orders are done for the year. I can't approve any new orders for my students. So I think I'm going to have stitchy time. You will see, but I will also have summer, hopefully. But yeah, so kind of long-winded, but just letting you guys know that I think May should hopefully be a good stitchy month. But yeah, just got to continuing on, and I will check in with you tomorrow with hopefully a lot of cross stitches done. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Tuesday, May 2nd. It is 9:30 in the morning. I forgot to add up my stitches, but I put in some. I'm going to try to finish the cross stitches today. It's a lot more than I thought. Mainly because of these going all the way across. So we finished the bottom part. Santa's got a face. He's got an ear. So it's looking good. There's not a ton of backstitch in the bottom part either. There's a fair bit, but... And then, yeah, just basically... I'm gonna fix this too. Not on the back that I had to cut. Yeah, it's just these stitches going across. So we finished all these up here, and this first row is almost done. I had to stop halfway through to pick up baby boy, but basically we have one more row down here, which is a partial row, and then this full row in between here, which is a different color of yellow, which is why it's not done yet. And then we're gonna put in his name. So, and then I think, I need to double check, but I think his name, because of the way that it is charted, I'm pretty sure these are all the same color. So all this backstitch and French knots are the same color as the cross stitches in the letters. So I'm gonna do, I think, all of this at once, and then come down here and do the backstitching and French knots down here. But that way I can just count up the full stitches, and then at that point everything I have will be back stitches and the knots. So yeah, and luckily he's got a shorter name, so I won't have to worry about that as much. So that's not all I have for you for right now. Remember I told you I got the needle minder sale? I got those in. So these are from Needle Attractions, and I forget what the sale was. I think it was, I act like I don't have it right here on the receipt. So basically all of the acrylic ones were $2.50. I think it was like 4 for $10 was that deal. And then the enamel ones were, I think they were half off. So I got 3 enamels. And enamel is my favorite because I think it holds the needles better, but I had to get me a link. I think I got the last one of him. True Crime Addict and Charisma, Uniqueness, Nerve, and Talent, which, yeah. Then the acrylics I got are Let Me Seduce You with My Knowledge of Serial Killers. I got my Doctor Who. Then I got Supernatural and the Hatbox Ghost. Sorry, it's hard to see these ones because of the glare. I think I do it this way. No. It's really hard to see because it's so dark, but it's the Hatbox Ghost. And then this was a freebie, which I don't really know anybody in the military or anything, so I will probably be putting that in a giveaway at one of my retreats. If one of you guys really loves that one and wants it, let me know. I was really confused. She called this Supernatural Boys blue shirt, and I was like, I didn't order a shirt, but yeah, it's because he's hard to see, but yeah, he's got a blue shirt on. Actually, I think they all do, technically. Okay, so that is all of the stuff that I got. And then, like I said, I'm going to try to finish up all of the cross stitches today. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, after that, it should be pretty smooth sailing. So I will see you all tomorrow with hopefully some good news. Hey guys, welcome back. It is still the 2nd. It is 11:50 in the morning. And I literally just finished the last cross stitch. So what ended up happening is that I misread the chart, and this yellow strip was 10 stitches. So ended up messing up my numbers a little bit, but that's all right. So basically, the way the letters work is that these are all the cross stitches that'll go in. Everything else is a back stitch, but what I had thought was correct was not. So the back stitches are in a different color than these. So I decided to go ahead and stop here and show you all the cross stitches. At this point, after I'm going to start the back stitching on the name, and you're not going to see this anymore because I'm still trying to keep his privacy. But I will show the like curly cues that are on the side. So this was really hard to chart out because of how his name is. So I had to spend some time trying to get it as centered as possible. It is off like 2 stitches, but I might make, because the curly cues are not, if you look at the curly cues, they're not the same. They end up being the same width, but I might just extend one by 2 stitches so that way it's even on both sides. So that kind of will help with that. And the reason for that is because I had started from the middle and I had started the letter to the left of the middle. But the beginning of his name is a lot smaller than the end of it, as far as like stitches wide. So then I realized that when I was starting the second letter, frogged the second letter, and then I didn't want to frog the first letter, and it was off by like a stitch, so I just left it. And then there's an uneven number on the left and the right, and so it ended up being off 2 stitches, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna, I think, just play around with the curly cues, make sure that there's the same distance from the middle. Sorry, that blue that was, I point like you can see it. The blue that was right there that was just passed was a truck and it was throwing me off. So as long as I have the same amount of stitches on the left and the right, and between his name and the curly Q, then I'll be good. So I'll play around with the curly Qs a little bit, but also the back stitching on the letters and the curly Qs, while that is the same, the French knots is double the amount of threads as the back stitching part. So my whole plan for doing all that at once just right out the window. But that's why you get to see a little bit of, I don't think there's enough there that you can guess his name unless you've like really tried and really wanted to. So, because it's basically just a bunch of lines. Yeah, so that's where we're going to start. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I have no idea what I'm gonna have, so I'm gonna go and look at my pantry. And then come back and start finishing his name. So I will check in with you tomorrow with hopefully some progress you'll be able to see. I'm gonna just block off his name, but I'll still show you the curly Qs. So that hopefully you'll have something to be able to see on there. But I have no idea what color the other back stitches are in the rest of the ones I have left, so I'm gonna have to look at that and kind of see, because I'm working right now off of a black and white copy. I have to go and look at that, all that, and see kind of if that red goes anywhere else. So anyway, that's all I have for you for now. I will see you tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is, what is today? Wednesday, May 3rd. It is almost 10 o'clock in the morning, and I finished the stocking. So, hang on, the thing was coming off. I basically did everything except for counting, but I had finished everything except for the snowflakes, which are French knots, and this darker gray, let me see, like along his hat and his sleeve and stuff. When, like basically when baby boy had come home from daycare. There's really no way to not do this stuff in the back, but you can't tell, like you can see over here my arm, you can't really tell when there's something behind it, and I'm going to have a red backing behind it when I actually fully finish it, so you won't be able to see that. So basically last night I finished up the gray, finished up the French knots, and then I realized that I had forgotten this yellow, like right here, these really long stitches of yellow going across. So I went back and did that last night. And then the problem with really long stitches, like I don't like doing stitches every 5 or every 10 when I'm doing back stitching, because it just creates holes. So I always do one really long stitch, and then depending on if it's needed, which in this case it was, sometimes it needs couching. So I, this morning, like basically just right now, just finished up couching all of these long strands because they were just too long and they were getting tangled up with each other. So I'm really happy I decided to do that, and it didn't take very long. So yeah, here it is all together. There we go. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And this worked out really well. There's exactly the same number on each side. It doesn't look too crazy, I don't think. And even though it still looks off, but it'll balance out once, like, you take into account this part down here. It won't look insane. So yeah, I'm really happy with how long it took, because it really didn't take too long. And with how it looks, especially around the lantern, because even though I hate white back stitches, I think they look too back stitchy. They don't flow like black ones do. But I'm really happy with how the lantern and his face turned out, like with his beard, the back stitching in his ear and stuff. So yeah, there it is in all of its glory. Now that it's finished, y'all, I have work to do because I have been slacking at work because I've been obsessing over finishing that. So it's not a big deal. It's not anything that's going to get me in trouble. I just have to focus on that and get some stuff done. So I have to do that today. I have to clear off my desk, and I just have a lot of little projects and stuff to finish up. Like, I need to get these painted. They've been sitting on my desk. I keep saying I'm going to, and I haven't touched them. So I'm going to work on those after I get my work done. I have to finish up Baby Boy's baby book. I finally got the rest of the pictures in yesterday. I was only missing like 2 or 3. It's not fully finished. It goes up until his 5th birthday, and I think first day of kindergarten. So, but it's not like every, first tooth, like he has all that stuff finally. So it's basically just those like birthday pictures every year. So that's doable. I can do that. I don't have to remember dates anymore. And that's been sitting on my desk too. So my goal today is basically just to do work, clear off my desk, and then obviously the painting stuff won't be done yet, but, and just finish up little projects that have no like huge importance, but have just been cluttering up my area waiting to get done. So yeah, and then I'm going to pack up the stocking and get the new one loaded on the frame, which the new one is going to be my husband's. Whoops. And it's this one, which is just regular dimensions, not a gold. I think there's a lot more white space in there, and you'll be able to see the name because my husband's a big boy. So I'm just trying to decide. I think I'm going to do his full name, which is Matthew, instead of just Matt. But yeah, so hope y'all are ready for more Santa. But in the meantime, I'm going to probably pull out either Sea Turtle Mama or... Sorry, my extra stuff that's in here fell out of the bottom. Oh dear Lord. This does not stay closed. Sorry about that. So like I said, work on Sea Turtle Mama or Sleepy Hollow. Maybe both, because it is May, it's Mania. But yeah, I'm basically focusing on finishing the school year, finishing all of the stuff related to that, finishing my little mini projects. But we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're going to finish this vlog. Thank you all so much for supporting me, liking, subscribing, commenting. I try to at least love all the comments. If I don't reply, sometimes there's not a lot to reply to, but I still love reading everything that you guys leave me. And I will see you all in the next vlog, which will hopefully have some more exciting stuff in it. So I will see you all then.